Coming to you live from the land of 10,001 lakes, Minnesota, I guess. Your pal Johnny Sixgun coming to you live from the fabulous Switchblade Studios, hidden deep within the darkest reaches of Minneapolis, and we're continuing Johnny's Shooting Gallery here this week. We are playing shoot-em-ups, shmups, cruising through space, dual-stick shooters, peppermint stick shooters, run and gun, running fun, and some. So, despite my innate disdain for the Contra series, I own Contra 4 on the Nintendo DS, and that's, it's a fine little title. I was present, I was a part of a two-player team that helped beat Contra Shattered Soldier on the Sony PlayStation 2, but does that make me a big fan of Bill and Lance, that evil Red Falcon terrorist organization, any of that? Not particularly. However, I just can never resist a bargain, and what we've got here is a little collection from our friends at Konami, the Contra Anniversary Collection. Yes, when we started up the Johnny Sixgun Shooting Gallery, we played a little blob of games from Konami's Arcade Anniversary Collection, which is primarily a bunch of shooters. Can't go wrong with that. Some Gradius 2, and all that. Holy crow, looks like the sound's working. Shut the fuck up, laptop. Holy crow. Alright, there we go. Back in action. So, it came out a couple years ago, 2019. You've seen us spend a lot of time with the Konami Castlevania Anniversary Collection, and this is for the folks who don't like taking out Drac, taking out monsters. This is for folks who want to take out aliens, that want to take out gorillas. Not like Donkey Kong or Donkey Kong Jr. But here we go, folks. I mean, look at this. 1987, the original arcade Contra. Super Contra arcade version. Contra on the NES. I know you folks at home know that one. Bringo, hey there, Hobo. Hope everything's going great. Been everybody gotta check out LL Illustration streams. He's playing all this stuff I want to play. Mario 64, Metal Gear Solid, the Twin Snakes. These are all games I physically own and would love to play, but I don't have the means. Check out LL Illustrations. Or if you can't be bothered, if you wanna look at this Contra, we got the Famicom version of Contra, Super C, Contra 3 on SNES, Operation C on the Game Boy, Contra Hardcore. Then we've got even the European versions of Super Probotector. It's where they didn't want to have people killing people, so they have robots killing robots. So that might, once the AI takes over and man no longer roams the earth, it will be robot-on-robot action, but not here, not tonight. Love these collections. They throw in these little bonus books where you can check out old design documents. You get the old manuals. You can see art. I love that stuff. And they've gone the extra mile. They've thrown in Japanese versions of a lot of these, too. So you can reconfigure controls on these. Basically, if you're a Contra fan, you gotta get it. And even if you're not, you might even want to consider it. Especially if you got a friend at home. Contra's always been a very big two-player game. So if you got a pal, bring them along. Have them enjoy the shooting and scooting in the run and gun action of 1993's Contra Hardcore. Oh, 94. I was mistaken. Contra Hardcore on your Sega Genesis. Let's check it out. Look at this. Ooh, do you want to start with 3 lives, 1 life, or 2? We're going to take all 3, thank you kindly. So select shot and jump. That doesn't work well for Johnny. Shot, jump, select. Now we're cooking. So, I don't know. Contra is always one of those games I felt, even though it started in the arcade, it's a Nintendo game. You play it on Super Nintendo, you play it on Game Boy, you don't play it on Sega Genesis. For the record, this is not Bill Reiser. This is some other puke. Some Aryan puke. We got the SS, we got the SB, Sexy Broad. Ooh, here we go. Wolfman with sunglasses. That's hard to top. The title. Guns are bad, okay. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, our tonight's title, Wolfman's got Nards of Steel. We've managed to take a popular quote from cult classic 80s children's picture and mesh it with a quote from a popular 90s first-person shooter. So, little Monster Squad meets Duke Nukem 3D. Wolfman's got Nards of Steel. And then here's a robot from Bucky O'Hare. Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare. Let's play as Ray. Ray. Egon. Wolfman Jack. Wolfman Jackstrap. Alright, we got some problems. We got robots running through the city. Let's see what shakes out. What is going on here? Things have already... Look at this. They're just not stopping. It's already insane. Oh, there goes one of our 3 lives. Everyone be careful when you're playing Contra Hardcore for the Sega Genesis. It's almost unreasonably difficult. As I did mention earlier in the stream, although I own... Oh, there we go. Look at this. Game over. We didn't even get to a boss yet. Terrific. That's okay, because we've got 5 continues, so let's see how far those 15 lives get us with Sheena Easton here. There we go. Get a cool intro. I suspect we'll see this a few more times. You can't even continue where you died. That's... not great news. Okay, that's Suck City. Not great success. They don't call them running guns for nothing. Get running. We do have a... Oh, shit. Trying to select a different weapon, and I died. So that's kind of fun. There we go. We busted up that tanker. Turned it into a bit of a stanker. There we go. Got some super ghouls and ghost style popping and locking there. Here's a fun little fella. Now, if this looks a little familiar to folks, we did play a little Gunstar Heroes back in Season 1, developed by famed developer Treasure. Are you fucking kidding me? That's great. That's Contra on the Genesis. So, yeah, Treasure, actually an offshoot of Konami. They had Bang. Oh, good. Don't even get to continue from where we were. That's fine. That's all part of the gameplay. Hey, oh, there we go. Wolfman's got slide. I like that. Alright, so I mean, slowly we're learning as we are earning. But yes, all these explosions, all these cool graphical effects. You'll see these in a lot of games from Treasure, Gunstar Heroes, as I mentioned. Very much like this, much more user-friendly than Contra. With a friend, I can beat Gunstar Heroes without cheating. Contra, I can beat myself in the balls with a ball-peen hammer and I'll enjoy myself more. Yet, This is still what we opted for over the alternative. Johnny's Shooting Gallery, this fun little block of games that we've been checking out, featuring shooting and scooting. It's coming to an end, folks. We're gonna move on to some, actually we'll probably take a break after Contra Hardcore and the finale of the Shooting Gallery Cuphead. I've been hoping that they weren't going to release that on the PlayStation, because of course I would have to play it on the stream, and it's going to happen. Will it be a showcase? Will I beat it? Is a Technodrome going to throw another car at me? I don't know. Or is it a giant steel boob? Nope, I'm the boob. Well, there we go. No, that's not great. Oh, a little fire scarecrow. I think we'll go with a traditional gun. So there we go. Oh my. Oh, good. We failed to make that jump to the next one, so that's cool. This one's going off the rails. Off the snails. Yeah, Cuphead, we'll do what we can. I'm not even gonna try on normal. I do have it on Steam. I haven't been practicing. That's not the unmanned robot. Somebody's in that thing. I do like the little story they've inserted here. Check out the animation on this thing. It's just cool. This game is a great companion piece. As I was alluding to earlier, that some of these Konami games just feel like they're Nintendo games. Castlevania and Contra, they're Nintendo games, totally. Watch this, watch where we get to continue. This will be great. Alright, here we go. We'll get Brownie. The old brown eye. Oh, it's your little fella. Hey, we actually got to continue somewhere. Thanks for that, asshole. The game is the asshole. Actually, Konami America's the asshole in this one. They took a very reasonably made game, the Japanese version, and they turned it into a murderous hell. Japanese version, unlimited continues. I believe you can tune up the number of lives you start with. And there's some nice cheat codes to get you where you want to go. There are no doubt some codes in the US version, but we're not going to worry about that. We're going to showcase all 4 of the characters in the US version. Take a look at it. And we're going to move on. We're going to go to the far more playable Japanese version. We're going to have a good time with that. Oh, great. Took a little tumble there. Oh, all right. There we go. Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, this is very much, I think, Season 1, our finale was Castlevania Bloodlines. So that's a Castlevania game on the Genesis. Once again, another Nintendo-type game on the Genesis, which was a little weird. Castlevania Bloodlines is a little weird. And Contra Hardcore is very weird. Between the bevy of playable characters, whoops. Jumped right into that very wise maneuver. And I did it again. Marvelous. There we go. That's game over, folks. That's Contra Hardcore on the Genesis. All those continues that we're not going to use. We are heading back. We're getting out of here. We're not playing that. If you are a true Contra fan, if you've been playing that game for years, if you have time on your hands, if you want to invest the time, buying the American version of Contra Hardcore is going to cost you some bucks, but it's a cool game. But if you're an adult, download this. Pay $10, $15, get this, and play the Japanese version. Or download it illegally. For Christ's sake, don't play that American garbage. For some reason, Back in the 90s, the 80s, people thought, hey, if we can stretch out that playtime, people are not going to rent this game. They're going to buy it. They're not going to rent it from Blockbuster, beat it, and return it. They're going to want to buy this thing. Dead wrong, guys. I'd rather play a nice game that I can beat over and over again, enjoy many a time, maybe a Super Mario World or a Mega Man X, something that doesn't take that long to beat, really, but you can have some fun with it. What do you think? I don't know. But here we go, gang. We're going for it. We are gonna do the Japanese version of Contra Hardcore. I've already input a code where I get... Oh, I had 70 lives available, but I botched it. That's okay. So we're going to just go ahead and load that up again. So I don't think... Let's get in there again. Control. Okay, we can switch the controls up if I press the correct button. Let's go for it. For some reason, I've never cared for the Genesis controller. I don't care what you have to say. I don't like it. I still don't like it. I'll never like it. Saturn control, it's alright. Everyone else says Japanese Sega Saturn controller, best thing in the world. Alright, even with 70 lives, I don't think we're going to beat this thing unless we use the level select code. So, let's just go for it. Come on, Fang. You seem pretty tough. I like that slide. I like the sunshades. Hey, we're going to miss out on the story here, but don't worry. I suspect this isn't quite Better Call Saul or whatever it is people watch. So you're not going to be missing out on too much. If you are that sad, missing out on the story, then... Oh, fuck. Look at that, folks. That's a huge one I forgot to mention. In the Japanese version, you also get 3 hit points per life. So not just 3 lives, 3 hit points. That's 9 times as much. 9 times is 70. 9 times 70. That's 640 tries compared to the... Oh, and the limited continues. Basically, you've got a chance of beating the Japanese version. You have no chance of beating the American version. So don't even bother. Play this and be happy. Enjoy life. That's what we're here for. Unless you have seasonal affective disorder, which I have to admit, old Johnny's getting bummed out. Getting really tired of life in the Midwest. 6 months of cold. You get out of bed and you're cold and you're cold and you're cold and you're cold. And then you get wet, then you have to scrape the windshield and shovel the snow. Well, there we go. We are... Oh, there we just shredded the tar out of that fella. There we go, we got the rocket punch. Falcon punch! I have some sort of a spirit bomb style charge. Oh, that's cool. That's what old Johnny likes. Contra did sort of pick... Oh, shit. They went and ran with the whole idea of just over-the-top set pieces. Some of the bosses just started getting crazy after, like, Contra 3, the Alien Wars, and Contra Hardcore, Shattered Soldier. Things just, they started getting really weird with their boss characters and the wild situations. Oh, Wolfman. Come on, Fang. Thanks for nothing, pal. I mean, just that animation there, doing the Arnie-style shotgun reload, that's so cool. Oh, he's chuckling. He's having a good laugh. You having a laugh? Taking some hits there, taking some damage, but we're not dying instantly. Thank you, Konami Japan. What's wrong with you, Konami America? Damn you. Or maybe Sega had a hand in it. Ugh. Not too many opportunities to use that super bomb at the end. You do have to. Every time I don't dodge, I... Alright, there we go. Fella popped out of that robo armor. Yeah, the great news is, gang, we are going to beat this no matter what. The old... Well, let's see, we can either... there are branching paths in this, too. I don't know what the paths are, so... Number 1 is good to go. Hey, stage clear. Alright. I can't remember where I was going with that, then. Lost my train of thought. That happens. Here we go. We got a cool jet boogie stage here. Riding our go-go kart here in the... Oh, shit. I don't even know what year this is. I failed to read the story at the beginning, which is unsettling. Didn't even have time to pull a quote. No doubt it's going to be something involving the Iran-Contra scandal. We'll not get into that. Something's... Well, this fella's just running with a bomb. That's great. I love that. Much like that Urukai. And, oh, here we go. We got the Tachikoma here from Ghost in the Shell. The Major is on the case. Is it Tachikoma or Fuchikoma? Ooh, love those. Oh, damn. Cool effects as it's skittering around in this tunnel here. Instantly bringing to mind visions of Gunstar Heroes and the absolute classic minecart train chase level where you battle the legendary Gunstar Green in his 7 Force, one of the greatest boss encounters of all time. But don't get sad, folks. We're gonna have some fun encounters here in Contra Hardcore. What's this guy all about? He's pretty cool. Look at those sparks as he's braking, he's tooling around. This is a pretty cool fight. It's unfortunate that the Amerikaners would have to learn this very painfully. That's a cool attack. Just bouncing around willy-nilly, getting silly. There we go, just keep on popping them. Oh, there we go, there's a explosion. Explosion man. Music okay in this one, not great. Definitely okay. Not as good as what we heard in Comics Zone. Oh, here we go. Our bike has turned into a sort of a chicken walker here. I'm on board with that. Big time. Oh, there goes our super weapon there. And a super botch to that. That's okay. There we go. Took down that battleship. Looks like they put more effort in... Oh, shit, I love this scene. Who doesn't? I think they put more effort into the boss battles than the time it takes to complete them. I mean, this looks cool. Come on, look at that blast processing, folks. That's you know, I even speaking with somebody recently, like, should I play Contra on the stream? I mean, wasn't really looking forward to it. I'm like, you know, we'll go halfway. We'll play the weirdest Contra on the collection I own, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Particularly with the Japanese version of Contra Hardcore. Sadly, never have gotten to play the sequel to Contra Hardcore, Hardcore Uprising, available on your Sony PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, if you can still get those stores working. I haven't been able to get my PS3 store working for a while. People say that there are workarounds and what have you, but it's not worth it. I was only going to buy PS1 games anyways, and if Sony doesn't want my money, I will pirate those. That's fine. I am glad I got to download a copy of Alundra, at least. Nice working designs. Ported action RPG, where you invade dreams, Inception style. Kind of a PlayStation Legend of Zelda with a red-haired elf, and I like that. Oh, here we go. The Pogo Man is on the scene. Alright, did you do it, Fang? Did we take him down? Oh, we've got him. You will pay for your crimes, you half man, half machine. Oh, no, yeah, I guess he paid the ultimate price. Self-destruction. Well, there we go. If we were playing the American version, we'd have some nice translated English, or perhaps if we played the European Probotector. Snakes in my body, snakes in my brain. That'd be a good one, yeah. Go ahead, you get DJ Electro dialed up on the radio. Oh my god, we got the Wild Bunch coming in. The Toe Cutter and his gang of thugs are out for revenge on the fuckers that took down the Knight Rider. Knight Rider! Good evening, J-Dub. Don't have to tell you that this is a swan song before we play that game dedicated to you. Hey folks, I do want to remind you, here in the second half of Season 3 this year, we've been playing primarily games dedicated to you, the folks at home who've been tuning in during the pandemic and beyond. I don't think I've ever gotten to this stage, so this is pretty cool. Because I was playing the American version. There was a brief period of time where I was emulating the American version of this. I never made it very far, but I got through that first stage at least. I think I got up to the running robot. There we go. Oh, here's a big mess. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll use that power bomb because it's pretty much worthless. The weapon select is terribly irritating in this one. Press one button and just cycle through. I always appreciated the shoulder buttons on the SNES control pad. Didn't understand what they were initially in 1991, I think it was, when the Sixgun brothers got the SNES and a 13-inch color television for Christmas. Playing Super Mario World. What the heck are these little pads on the top of the controller? Are these just, you know, help you relax? Not as sharp as those awful Nintendo controllers? Nope, turns out they were buttons. Trigger buttons. What a terrific innovation. Nintendo, always on the forefront of innovation with their controllers. Gunpei Yokoi, inventor of the directional pad, introduced it for the Game & Watch games, Nintendo's LCD portable alarm clock / video games from back in the day. I happen to own a Super Mario Brothers. Well, let me tell you, folks, that D-pad, what an invention. I dig it. Playing this with a joystick would rob me of joy. That's not cool. Oh, that looks suspect. Oh, we've been teleported to some sort of holographic realm here. Alright, we've got, oh, alright, there we go. We got a nice bit of astronomy on our hands here. Or is it astrology? I always get the two mixed up. Which is why I was a bad student in college. Dropped that class once or twice. Alright, who else we got from the Zodiac here? Speaking of Zodiac, I did finally watch The Batman recently, and that was alright. I liked The Batman. I didn't love it, but by gum, I liked it a lot. I almost bought the love story for once. So, good ups on that, gang. Loved Colin Farrell as the Penguin, liked the Batmobile chase for the most part. There we go, we got the twins here, I think. Is that Gemini? There we go, we're down to 61 lives, unlimited continues, and 1 hit point left. Oh, there we go. It's kind of like Black and his silly dice maze. It's almost as if Konami had something to prove to Treasure after they made Gunstar Heroes. Like, well, you want to make a crazy running gun? We'll make a crazy running gun. And what do you folks... Oh, look, it's turned to a tank. Cool. Ow! Alright. Anything aside from the standard issue machine gun is not really turning my crank, so let's do it. Let's keep turning that crank. Crank 2 High Voltage, starring your friend and mine, Jason Statham. The one-time Olympic diver turned street hoodlum turned actor. Can't go wrong with a good Jason Statham movie, but you can go wrong with a bad one. Here, let's get that machine gun back on. We're just kind of tanking this thing. And we're enjoying ourselves with the Japanese version. We could be playing that American version, but no. Astronomy, astrology. Oh, Bill Paxton and Bill Pullman. That's an awful one, too. Yep, Paxton and Pullman. Then I don't know why. This is terrible on my part, but I classically would get Kurt Russell and the fucking dude. Jeff, oh, I can't even think of it. My brain's shattered, folks. Apologies. Kind of got a messed up body at the moment. That's okay. Forgot to take more ibuprofen. That's fine. We're doing fine. Hope everyone out in TV land's having a good one tonight. We're just plowing through the swamps here in Contra Hardcore. And yeah, as I mentioned, there is a sequel to this game, Hardcore Uprising, on your PS3 and your Xbox 360. That was developed by Arc System Works, the folks behind the Guilty Gear series. So there's some cool hand-drawn art in that game. A lot of downloadable content, sadly. You have to pay for some of the... Ooh, what do we got here? Somebody's lurking in this waterfall. Oh, it looks like a Crazy Kappa or something. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Alright, really digging this rubber band effect on the bridge. Well done, Konami. Oh, there we go. He got me. He slurped me. Yeah, the music almost non-existent in this one. That's okay. I'd rather have inoffensive Sega Genesis music than offensive Genesis music. It gets bad. That FM synth can go bad. Yeah, this is just a fun little idea, guys. Well done, Konami. Yeah, I don't know why, but there's a lot of hate for Contra. Shattered Soldier on the PS2. I don't understand it. It's 2D, it looks good, it sounds good. Crazy boss fights, and I don't know. I just don't understand why Contra fans don't like it. It probably would be my favorite, I guess, if I had to pick a favorite Contra. This one's up there. I mean, Contra 3 I've never gotten too far in. Contra 1... Oh, it's a friendly dinosaur. Hey there, Dino. Oh, look at its goofy eyeball. He's just having a good time. He's just glad to have friends. There we go, a little back rub there, buddy. There we go. We've got the protagonist from everybody's favorite European shooting series. I can't even think of the name right now. As I've mentioned, a bit tired tonight. We've recently encountered the time shift. We've sprung ahead. We've lost an hour. That means my body's back on track, but still a bit tired, so we're just gonna have to hope that this walking eye takes a little pity on old Johnny here tonight. There we go. He's coming at me with those spindly legs. Oh, all right. I dig how that you got some invincibility during that slide. Now this is kind of sad though. Since I've picked the Wolfman and I've got the 70 lives code, and I'm not allowed to switch characters between devs. So that's, you know, that's a bummer. But we got the Wolfman. Wolfman's got Nards of Steel. I know a lot of the gags from Duke Nukem 3D were taken from other sources of pop culture, but the Balls of Steel line, does anyone know where that one's from? I thought that was an original for Duke Nukem. We co-opted it tonight, meshed it with a little quote from a certain movie called the Monster Squad. Yeah, all sorts of bendy stuff in this. And we got some mushrooms, we got flowers. Hey, speaking of mushrooms, folks, not the fun, well, maybe the fun ones. Brings to mind Mushroom Samba, an episode of Cowboy Bebop, which I've always been a fan of. I figured, hey, sometimes you got May 4th, May the 4th be with you for Star Wars Day. You've got March 10th, MAR10, Mario Day, March 10th. What about 321 for Cowboy Bebop Day? 321, let's jam for 321 Cowboy Bebop Day. Happy Cowboy Bebop Day, everyone. Fire up a quick Pierrot La Faux tonight, a Wild Horses, Ballad for Fallen Angels, whatever your favorite Cowboy Bebop episode is. Watch it tonight for Cowboy Bebop Day. 321. Let's make it a thing. You can even watch the Netflix series if you'd like. Oh, and we got hit. Oh, I could have been up there. Oh, he's just kind of pulling himself along. I'm digging that. Yeah, a lot of scenes in this reminiscent of things we've seen in games from Treasure, i.e. Gunstar Heroes, Dynamite Headdy. Had some fun playing that one. Season 1. Oop, there we go. Look out. A lot of transforming here. A lot of Gunstar Heroes 7 for... Oh, look out for those... Alright, we're not doing any damage to this thing. That's unfortunate. Fortunate for Fang, the cybernetic wolf. Well, fuck. That's swell. So let's just keep going, I suppose. Just avoid this puke. The hella pukester. Yeah, get out of here, you puke. I'll have nothing to do with you. Well, that doesn't look great. There we go. He's just in the swing of things. They're doing the swing-a-majig. Alright, this portion of the game is just a relax-a-rama. No sweat. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Oh, there we go. He's got a refract beam. Well, shit. Shit on him, I say. I'm just going to sit here. We're going to spam it. We're going to tank that damage. So we're playing the Japanese version. You get 3 hits. You don't even have to die after 1 hit. What a terrific idea. Well played, Konami. Why would you take away the life bar in a Contra game? It's cruel. It's not unusual, but it is cruel. This thing just sort of refuses to go down, and I dig it. I dig that stick-to-itiveness, that fortitude. Even when you're down and out, you gotta just keep going. No matter how much you fucking hate everything, keep moving. That's a good thing to do. There I'm really digging all the creative ways this little goofball keeps on keeping on. Oh, yeah, come on, Fang, let's go. Fang, not unlike Fong from Street Fighter V, the poison-fisted assassin. One of Shadowloo's 4 emperors. Ooh, that's a cool attack. I don't really see how I'm to avoid it. Try that slide thing, didn't work. Was worth a shot. Alright, there we go. I think we may have dispatched this foe finally. And we're doing okay. We've lost only 19 lives getting through these few stages. I think we might have a win on our hands, and that's good. Made a rookie mistake by a Microsoft Excel veteran. Oh, here's a fun gang. Hey, gang. When I was logging all the games that I've beaten, because we're racing to 100 games beaten live online, folks, failed to include the line with the headers, so I'm one game short. I think I'm only got 95 games beaten. I thought I was at 96, so that's why we did finally decide to throw a Contra in for the shooting gallery. Oh, got 2 decisions here. Let's go with the longer one. I'm sure that's going to pay off big time. We may have surrendered, or we may have joined forces with this very sinister-looking Carpathian fella. Kind of strange run animations on those guys. That's okay. Hey, Prof. What's shaking? Oh, that's cool. Oh, he's mutated all these strapping young bucks into horrifying and we've got a flame wall to contend with. Very dynamite heady. We had a very tough, even with prolific cheating, tough time with one boss who kept chasing us. Quite frankly, this is a chase of the chased here, because I've heard that Fang, this Wolfman, is actually a virgin. Nobody wants to have sex with a half robot, half dog, asshole mercenary. Now you gotta wonder if the hardcore was perhaps inspired by the Guardians of the Galaxy, perhaps. You got a robot, a dude, a broad, a Wolfman. Come on, Wolfman. Whoa, that's a little too close. Hey, not everything's inspired by everything else. Alright, there we go. We got the good gun again. Oh, here we go. I remember seeing this one, and you know, even when I'm not good at a game, if I don't have the ability to play through, I do watch the Let's Plays. I mean, I'll usually do the, you know, the good ones where people aren't talking and ruining the games. Hey. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of game. Just the Let's Play, just, yeah, whatever. My brain's shattered tonight, folks. Apologies. Might not be as witty and urbane as I typically am. Oh, wait, no. Sadly, I am. Oh, my. There we go. I think we found a good spot there. We got him stuck in a pattern, as Chief Irino would say. I do believe in the last... Ouch. Within the last year, at the very least, I watched Chief Irino go ahead and play the original Contra on Nintendo. He had to do it without the code. And quite frankly, I've heard that Contra, that's one of those games you can master. If you play it, if you grew up with it especially, I don't think beating the original Contra is too crazy by any shakes. Okay, I see what's happening here. I could have been doing one of these run-around things. Run-around Sue, if you will. Ow. Are those legs getting longer? This is ridiculous. And I'm 100% on board with ridiculous. Although it would be, you can die whenever now, you goofy chicken walker. Still in a dream, Snake Eater. Snake Eater is actually a movie title. Hey, it looks like we're... Oh, this must be one of those moon elevators. Fun sci-fi concept, which could be brought into play if we had any real reason to go to the moon. Well, here's a fun brain. Someone set us up the brain. Let's see, what have you done, people? Oh, they've just bombed the Earth. Was the only way to be certain. That's not great, so let's see what we can do about this biomechanical monstrosity. Nice thing in this one, if you hold down the C button, which I currently have linked to... Or... Oh, you only have to tap it once. If you tap it once, it switches you from... never mind. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's just pop them. Oh, there we go. Yeah, in Gunstar Heroes, you have to select at the beginning of the game whether you want your character to keep running as he's shooting, or when he's shooting, if he stops and stays in place. Well, in this one, apparently, you can change it on the fly. If you're clever, even if you're not. So let's just do it. Let's just shoot at this weird thing. Pulsating brain in a jar. Very Mother Brain, very Metroid. The last Metroid is in captivity. The galaxy, it's at peace. Ooh, I got the A. A. That thing's following me. That's kind of cool for that thing. Ah, hamburgers. Just tank them. Why not? We're having fun. We're relaxing. I mean, there is something to be said for playing video games legit, and that's what I do in my time. When you want to play a game correctly, do it in your time. Here, we're just showing off games, showing them off the wrong way, so it's kind of my hope if people are like, hey, that looks kind of fun, people will go out and play it themselves. Last week's game, we played a little something called Gale Gunvolt Burst. Quite frankly, I thought it was one of the best games we've played on the channel. That one was a surprise. That one I'd go give it an 8. I don't want to go to a maybe 7.5, but had a great time with Gale Gunvolt Burst. Any Mega Man fans, Mega Man X fans, seriously consider buying that game. It's cheap. It looks nice. Alright, we defeated this thing. I don't know if we've beaten the game. I love the story interspersed here. Cool graphics here. In Contra Hardcore, Sega Genesis, 1994. Or Mega Drive, if you're in Europe or Japan. Hey, did we beat it? Hey, we did it, folks. What do you think of that? That's why we showed up a little late tonight, because I knew it was going to be so quick. Yeah. No, there are the branching paths in this one, folks. But honest, look at that. I just beat the game. All I did on the I played the Japanese version. It gives you 3 hits per life. I put in the code for 70 lives, and I beat the game. I still have like 40-something lives left. We got to see weird bosses. We got to see the Wolfman. We didn't see his Nards, but they're there. There's Help Man. Kenichiro Horio, he's the Help Man. And that's kind of nice. And there's Shimamura, he's the nice guy. We got the Bike Man, Kei Suzuki. I'm Hudson, sir. Hey, Vasquez, you ever been mistaken for a man? No, how about you? Can't go wrong with Aliens. Whenever you're in a bind, folks, watch Aliens. I prefer it to Oh, the Japanese box art is better than the American box art, FYI. But yeah, oh man, Aliens. I prefer it to Alien. I like Alien. I like a horror movie in space, but I like an action movie in space even more, with a sci-fi horror twist. Contra Hardcore. See you next mission. Which probably would have been one of the PlayStation and Saturn Contra games, not well received. People did not care for those. Oh! Count Floyd has struck again. Alright, there. Look at that score. That one's going into the history books. So there we go, folks. That was it. Just that easy. If you've always been just afraid to play those Contra games, oh, so hard. Don't want to deal with it. Grab a friend. Go ahead. Don't worry, old Johnny's gonna help you. You're gonna go ahead. Oh, you're not gonna press that button. There we go. That's the button we wanted to press. There we go. So what you're gonna do, you're going to download this Contra Anniversary Collection. You're going to go down, all the way down to play the bonus Japanese versions. And you're going to play the Japanese version of Contra Hardcore, and you're going to love it. A new threat arises. 5 years have passed since the Alien Wars, and mankind is slowly rebuilding civilization. Nevertheless, mankind is still in turmoil. The extreme concentration of people and goods and the few... You know, this is too much story for a Contra. But look, it's Christmas Eve. That's nice. This is a Christmas game, just like Die Hard is a Christmas movie. So, we did it, folks. We didn't even have to cheat that badly. We only used one cheat code that was available in the actual game. Didn't have to continue. About the only thing where I would give the American version the thumbs up over the Japanese version of Contra Hardcore is the English localization and the collectability factor, I suppose. But yeah, you gotta play the Japanese version. Be sure to emulate that or play it in this Konami Contra collection. But that's it, gang. We'll be back Thursday with a game that's going to be a little longer. Could be one session, could be 2 sessions, could be 8 sessions. It's Cuphead. It's go time. We're doing it. So when we're back Thursday, we're ending Johnny Sixgun's shooting gallery the only way I know how, with abject failure. But until then, this has been your pal, Johnny Sixgun, signing off for now. Ta-da.